Good Erev Shabbos. Today is my Friday. Of course, it is Erev Shabbos. Our last Erev Shabbos without music, because Amir Hashem tomorrow night and Sunday are Lag BaOmer, and we'll be able to lift ourselves up with the sound, the Erev Shabbos playlist, the Erev Shabbos music. Our Turn Friday to Erev Shabbos series is generously sponsored by Mendy Tzipora Fishman, a schus for Chai Rivka Bas Tzipora Fredel, in the memory of Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Rav Yaakov Tzvi ben David Aryeh. Your calendar may say Friday, but our calendar says Erev Shabbos. And our mission, our mandate, what we are here to do is to turn our Friday into an Erev Shabbos, just to demonstrate the significance of Kavod Shabbos, of honoring Shabbos, of being prepared for Shabbos. The Rama in Shulchan Aruch writes that when Lag BaOmer falls out on a Motzei Shabbos, since Lag BaOmer one would be allowed to shave and get a haircut, it would be inappropriate on Shabbos to be menuvel, Shabbos to be so straggly and unkempt, and then to be shaving and getting a haircut such a short time later. And therefore, the Rama says a special dispensation. When the calendar falls the way it does this year, when Lag BaOmer is Motzei Shabbos Sunday, you're allowed to get a haircut and shave as of today, as of Erev Shabbos. I share that because it's an important halacha to know, to go into this Shabbos looking handsome, kept, haircut, shave, looking proper, looking prim, but because it also demonstrates the significance and the sanctity of Shabbos, the kavod, the holiness, how we honor our Shabbos, and we don't want to dishonor it by remaining unkempt and then getting a haircut. We honor the Shabbos. This Shabbos, Erev Lag BaOmer, and every Shabbos, to time our haircut, to time our shave, to time our looking our best to be Shabbos. Shabbos is not when we look our worst. There are people who all week long wear suit and tie, and then Shabbos, they dress down in their wardrobe. There are people who look prim and proper when they go out. They put themselves together incredibly. Friday night, they wear a Shabbos robe. A robe, instead of putting themselves together. Kavod Shabbos, the Kavod Shabbos, honoring Shabbos, is so significant that in fact it allows us to get a haircut and shave, even though it's not yet Lag BaOmer. Certainly that should remind us the significance to honor the Shabbos in preparing, to honor the Shabbos in presenting ourselves, to honor the Shabbos in what we wear each and every week as we come into Shabbos. Last week we began to focus on Tosefes Shabbos. We saw it in the Parsha a couple weeks ago. Tosefes Shabbos, to honor the Shabbos, not only by the Shabbos that happens automatically, inevitably, not only the one Shabbos that comes ready or not, but to extend it, to bring Shabbos in early and to carry Shabbos out a little bit late. We saw maybe that's what it means. The two Shabboses that we observe are really on 1 week. There's the Shabbos that happens automatically, and there's the Shabbos that happens voluntarily. And we show our love, our commitment, our affection, our passion, our enthusiasm for Shabbos by not doing the bare minimum of when we have to, but by volunteering, by bringing it early, by being ready, so that Shabbos finds us waiting for her instead of course, the opposite. And that's why the Shulchan Aruch says that Tzarich lahosef mechol al hakodesh. Women have the custom to light the candles 18 minutes early. We schedule mincha for men so that we can receive and accept, so that we can make Shabbos even before the sun sets, even before it descends upon us. There's a machlokas rishonim, a debate among the early commentators. Is Tosefes Shabbos d'oraisa d'Rabbanan? The Rambam holds only Yom Kippur can you extend. Regular Shabbos you can't. Others say that you can extend Shabbos. When is it d'oraisa and when is it d'Rabbanan? You can extend Shabbos, but it's only a din d'Rabbanan, it's rabbinic. And the Mordechai, another opinion, says that in fact bringing Shabbos in early, that's rabbinic. But holding on to Shabbos even later than when the 3 stars are out, that's d'oraisa, that is biblical. It's a debate, but all agree that there's an incredible merit, an incredible virtue. There's something very special about extending, about expanding, about being ready for Shabbos. In the winter, Shabbos can be short in some places, it's hard. But in the summer, a long Friday, there's no reason, there's no excuse. Don't be running, don't be rushing, don't be using every minute of those 18 minutes, but take advantage of the ability to show. The pasuk says, "V'shomer b'nei Yisrael haShabbos la'asos es haShabbos." Pasuk in Shmos tells us we should observe Shabbos la'asos, in order to create Shabbos. The Orach Chaim HaKadosh wonders, what do you mean create Shabbos? Shabbos is a Torah law. Hashem made Shabbos, not you. So where's the la'asos es haShabbos? What part of Shabbos are we making? It happens automatically, ready or not. And the Orach Chaim HaKadosh explains that's Tosefes Shabbos. When we show we're here early, we're ready to go. We can't wait. We're so excited. It's not the last possible minute. We're not minimizing it to have to experience it the least possible, but Tosefes. We're extending. We are experiencing it, extending it as much as possible. The holy significance of this Tosefes Shabbos. I mentioned Melech Biderman recently put out a kuntras, a collection of some of the virtues and the reward of Tosefes Shabbos, of bringing it in early. Now, we normally say, Schar mitzvah b'hai amaleka, that you don't get rewards for mitzvos in this world. We wait for the next. But the Eight of Panim writes that the rule of Schar mitzvah b'hai amaleka applies only when one performs the minimum requirement. The mitzvah itself, that which you're obligated, there's nothing special that you're doing. Don't wait for the reward. You're just doing what's right. The reward will come in the next world. But Tosefes, the voluntary part, when we go above and beyond, when we extend ourselves, when we do more, that you are rewarded in this world. And you're rewarded in a multitude of ways. One, Banei, children. The Arizal would say to those who are struggling with fertility, secondary infertility, that one of the skulas, one of the things that we can do is to show a love of Shabbos through Tosefes Shabbos. Bring it in early. Bring it in early and merit children. Where does he get this idea from? Perhaps from the Gemara. The Gemara tells us that Haraga Bener, Hazar Bener, Havin Labanam Talmidei Chacham. The Gemara Shabbos tells us that a person who habitually sits next to the candle will have righteous children. This is a machlokus, is that the Shabbos candle, the Hanukkah candle, what candle? Sitting next to the candle because one is immersed in studying Torah. It's all right. But perhaps it's the Shabbos candles, which is Hazar Haragil Bener. If you bring in Shabbos early, you light the candles early, Havin Lambadam Talmidei Chachamim. That love, that passion, that commitment, that embrace, that demonstration of faith in Hashem by extending and expanding and bringing Shabbos in early is rewarded by having another generation to teach that and transmit that to. It's considered to be a wonderful thing for everyone, but in particular to be rewarded with having children, rewarded with having righteous children. To teach our children could look at us and see a Yiddishkeit which is bare minimum, a Yiddishkeit which starts when we have to and ends when we can, or a Yiddishkeit which is voluntary, a Yiddishkeit that we love, that we're committed, the first earliest possible part. Let's bring it in early. Let's hold on to it a little bit late. Let's go above and beyond. Let's not do bare minimum. And therefore, if a person wants to have righteous children, they have to live, they have to demonstrate, they have to model what they want to see in those children. So Banai, the first is the blessing of healthy children, blessing of happy children, successful children. Chayai, to have a long life. The Pri Megadim adds that a person should be cautious with Tosefes Shabbos. Hamosif mechol al-kodesh mosifin lo chayim, he writes. If you add, just like you've added to Shabbos, Hashem will add to your life. So if a person's ill, sick, worried about a diagnosis, a person struggling, suffering, there are no certainties. Of course, it's all Hashem. But one of the things that we can do among the list of ways we take care of ourselves is Tosefes Shabbos. Hamosif mechol al-kodesh. If we expand, then Hashem will extend our lives. Mosifan lo chayim, He'll add on to our lives. It's one of the things that we can do to earn chayim, to earn life. And we'll continue next week. More Tosefes Shabbos. What else can we do, and what else do we get from it? How can we practically? But today, turn Friday not only into Erev Shabbos, turn Friday into Shabbos by bringing in Tosefes Shabbos. Don't wait till the end. Shave, haircut, show the kavod of Shabbos, the honor of Shabbos. Wardrobe, dress code. Shabbos is so special. We live for it. It's the Makor Bracha, the source of all bracha. We love it. So wishing a holy, a heilige Shabbos, a happy Shabbos, a healthy Shabbos. Wishing a Shabbos that takes us into the light of Rav Shimon Bar Yochai of Lag BaOmer. We should light up the world with Besoros Tovos. We should get great news. May the hostages come home. May our soldiers have a sweeping victory. May we celebrate only the best of everything.